Welcome back to Intuitive Energies. My name is Jane and we do readings for the Pisces Collective here. Thank you so much for being here. And the card that came out today was dissipating. Now today the theme has been communication. How you communicate with yourself, how others communicate with you, how you communicate with the world. And I love the fact that in this picture itself, there's actually like a TV with communications coming through, and the older person is making me believe that the old ways, we've been talking about the old ways of communicating are now dissipating and disappearing. We're finding new ways to understand and communicate with each other. I feel that this reading is going to be concentrating on the energetic way that we do this with each other. Less about words, more about the energetic feel, the emotion behind the words and the communication that we have for each other. But as I previously mentioned this morning, we really need to listen. Communication is not only about speaking your truth and speaking how you feel, but it's also about listening to what a person has to say and understanding the meaning behind their words. I think that has been seriously lost. And of course I am passing judgment. And if you guys were here this morning, you're going to laugh at that comment, because the judgment card and the word judgment kept coming through. So one of the big things we have a problem with is we pass judgment on a lot. The world does too. And it's one thing to have an opinion, but when you are passing judgment as if it is law and your truth must be the law, then we're starting to really narrow the pathway to the way we do things with one another. It's so important to be open and willing to listen and not just saying words. I mean, I hear my self-judgment, but I hear people saying, I hear what you're saying, but... And I don't feel that's listening. I feel that's a go-to phrase for people to say, yeah, you said it, but I still don't believe it. So we need better, we just need better, right? All right. Second chakra, Archangel Ariel. Okay. So I do believe that the second chakra, isn't that the sacral chakra? So I do have the book here, and I love that we have 36. This morning we had 33. So right away, 33 was 3, 6, and 3, 6 again here. And that makes up a 9. So very great, good work. The numbers are adding up in a way that you're needing to pay attention to this. This is important stuff. We had a lot of major arcana. And if you're curious as to that video, it's your first time here, you just go to the home page of my channel, and it is the video right before this one. I generally post 2 a day. So they're standalone. You'll always be able to just watch one and get what you need if that's needed, or you can watch both. Both are preferable for me because it helps the channel. But I'm glad to have you here regardless. All right. So it's creativity and intimacy. Okay. So it vibrates in the beautiful angel energy of Ariel. She sends a bright orange energy promoting inspired creativity and greater comfort with being intimate. When this card appears upright, it's urging you to get creative. Let yourself reach out into unexplored areas of self-expression. Perfect, right? So the old ways of expressing yourself is going, and the new way is coming through with this beautiful angels. It's telling you, orange, look like the orange leaves. Just express yourself in a bright, new, fantastic way. Tap into the power, the yellow, your solar plexus chakra, but bring out your creativity. And we did have the Empress this morning, so that has to do all about with creativity. Like Let yourself reach out into unexplored areas of self-expression and new projects that may have more creative approach. Okay? And this is also a time when the energies of closeness with others and nurturing yourself can flow more freely. You can now open yourself up to emotional intimacy that may be coming your way. So nurture yourself, be ready to receive the affection and camaraderie of the resonant souls around you. So yeah, it's expression, okay? So it's self-expression, a lot to do with communication. So it's time for you to communicate and express yourself in a much creative way, much more than we've been doing. Not all black and white, not all about definition of words, more about energies. And that's, I guess it's a different way of expressing what I've been trying to say, but it's definitely just an opening up to receive a lot more than we have been. Okay, so what deck shall I use? What deck shall I use? Let's see here. Pisces. What have I been using this week? I'm at an impasse of how to express myself creatively with cards. Okay, so I have a deck all the way back here that's catching my eye. I don't know if I'm going to reach it or not. Let's see if I can. Can I stretch myself just a little bit more? I can, and I did. I'm going to pick Guardian Angels because since we had an angel show up, we're going to see what we can see with these cards. All right. Gorgeous, beautiful. I hope that you're well. I hope that you're expressing yourself in beautiful, open ways that are fostering creative ideas. And that you're, you know, when you open yourself up to listening to other people's, the way they express themselves as well, it does give you ideas. Okay? It's not just about you having the ideas. The Star and the Seven of Water. Ooh, nice cards. So, inspiration, fulfillment, and faith. Absolutely. When you follow where you want to go and what you want to do, it brings in so much. It brings in so much. It restores your faith. It does. It inspires you. And you do feel a lot more fulfilled than you did before. Because it's a new way of communication. You're not just sitting there being programmed or being told or being talked to. When you shut that off and you start speaking to people, you create a brand new way of communicating, a brand new narrative in your life. And what you're being shown is not necessarily just what there is. There's so many different ways of expression. And some of them are just people around you trying to say, and the Seven of Water is exactly this, choices, overanalyzing, procrastination. When you're just sitting there receiving, you tend to sit there and do not much about it. You think, oh, well, the world's just a negative place, and everybody's like talking over each other, and you know, nobody's actually listening to what the deeper problem or the deeper meaning is. And when you actually go out there, sometimes you think you're alone in the way that you're perceiving things, when if you actually went out, if you stopped over analyzing things and went out and spoke to people, you'd realize that there are people who are probably very much of the same opinion as yourself, who are thinking, well, that doesn't make a whole lot of sense, and why can't they find a balance and a happiness in the way they're doing things? But you have to go outside the door here, Pisces, right here. You have to leave the house. See that? You have to leave the house and go look. Go look. There are different choices. There's not just the one that's being fed to you over and over again here from the TV screen. Okay, that represents social media and such, news outlets, whatever you want. Okay? Page of Air. I love this. It says truthful, analytical, and outspoken. For me, the Page of Air, though, is somebody who's they speak a lot of the times things that are, it's just the fact that they have the sword blocking half of their face and half of their vision makes you believe it's a one-sided story. It's the story you tell yourself. It's the story you're listening to. Okay, it sounds like the truth, but there's a lot of analyzing and there's a lot of outspoken. I said it this morning. I gave an opinion about something, and it's passing judgment on things and just having the one side of the story. You have to get both sides of the story to see where these things are coming from. Okay? I believe there's a lot of plagiarism, that people don't have original thoughts. Well, maybe the next question is, why is that? And what can we be doing to help people find an original thought and have their original vibration and uplift them? See? So if you're not just passing judgment on people and you're actually listening to see what the communication of this idea or this constant plagiarism is bringing in, you'd actually understand the actual expression of what everything means. Communication is just one simple word to explain so many things, right? So that is dissipating. The one-way street needs to dissipate. You need to find new ways to express yourself. You need to be inspired. You need to look at choices, and you need to stop the narrative that's coming just one way. Knight of Fire. Here we go. Take the bull by the horns. Confident, passionate, and adventurous. Absolutely. We need to be adventurous to do this. And of course, it is the color of the second chakra, the sacral chakra. See the oranges? Absolutely. So it takes some courage. It takes some confidence. You need to have a sense of adventure, of seeing things in a new way. It's getting out of the old, getting up for a walk, getting those creaky old bones out of the mode of sit and into the mode of movement and sit. The beginning of the week we were talking about a lot of shifting the energy in the body, because you get stagnant and you get stuck. This is very much the same. You need to move. You need to have confidence. You need to start doing things in a different way. You need to utilize this beautiful wand. Look at all that beautiful orange. He's spurting out. Bringing forward in energy. The horse on his shirt. Raring to go. Raring to move forward. Bring passion to the world. A new way of being. Dissipating the old ways. King of Fire. Another fire sign. Inspirational. Again. Charismatic. Innovative. Absolutely. And then through innovation, you bring on brand new things. Innovation. Innovation is exactly that. Being innovative, taking ideas and making new things with them. Making them better. We were also talking about that this week. Okay? Just because you have a knife to cut a potato doesn't mean that you can't invent a tool that's even better than a knife. Just because you figure you have a solution to the problem doesn't mean that there can't be improved upon. Everything can be better, exactly. So, as I was talking about this morning, talking about movies and plagiarism, it can be improved upon, but don't do it exactly the same. Do it in a different way. Express it in a new way. Okay? Where am I going here? Where am I going here? Yeah, Pride and Prejudice. One of my favorite books, my favorite movies. They did it in some kind of way like Bridget Jones, right? But it was a new way of doing. And I love the Bridget Jones movies. I love them, by the way. Yes, I'm a geek, and I know some of you won't, but I don't care. I love this movie. Love this movie. It's one of my favorite love stories. The complete screw up through the whole thing is just so human to me, but so beautiful. But this is what I'm talking about. They took a premise with Pride and Prejudice and brought it into this century and made it into something so lovable and beautiful that I love both versions in their own rights. Even though one was an innovative way of bringing it. It wasn't an exact copy. It was an innovative way. So this is what I'm trying to say with this. Be your own innovator in your life. Be able to listen to different expressions of things. Yeah. There's a few messages here, but I think I've brought them forward pretty clearly. There's listening, expression. There's the way you're communicating. And then there's the way you become innovative in your own right. Oh, wow. I'm going to take that one, but I'm not going to take these. I think they just slip through. I'll take a 10 of earth, 2 of air, 3 of water, the magician upside down, and the 8 of water upside down. Just letting you know. I'm not reading them, though, because they just slipped out of my mind. They're going like, nope, nope, nope. So 5 of earth, you have lack, worry, and assistance. Okay? I like the fact that she's going in for assistance. The thing is there always assistance for you. We do live in a society of lack and worry. And this is what I'm saying. When you have somebody feeding you the same narrative over and over again of saying you're running out of something and the world is bad and everything is copied and everything is... You tend to just keep going with the flow of that. But there is help. There is people who can inspire you to be innovative. In other words, like the person who was inspired to actually, do a rewrite of, do a Bridget Jones story. I know it was based on somebody's life, but they kind of took elements of Pride and Prejudice to make it. So it's an innovative way of taking somebody's life and then turning it into, a rom-com from Jane Austen book. It's all of that together that made it into the magical thing for me that it became. We're always worried that there's not enough, but you know what? There's enough of everything, and there's so much more to be explored. We just need to go out there and explore it. That's it. We need to explore expression. We need to explore communication. We need to give it more than we are. Absolutely. We need to review how we do that, and then we need to transition and resolve the issues rather than creating more. Intuition, illusion, and revelation. Absolutely. The Moon card. Not only is it the Moon card, it is our card. It's being able, I think, to see the reflection of what we're actually putting out there. It's to look in the mirror and see if we're liking what's there. This could also be like a mirror, okay? We're being fed something, but if we actually looked in the mirror and see what we're putting out there, we could actually just break the illusion down and reveal to ourselves that if we don't leave and go explore other things, we're never going to see the truth of the matter. We're never going to see what's truly there. So trust your intuition, move your body, change the energies around so that you feel better, what we're talking about at the beginning of the week, and go out there, break the illusions, and reveal to yourself what else you could be doing. Okay? I'm going to put one more. And then I'm going to pull a few charms, and that's it for this week, Pisces. I really hope that you got a lot from this week. It was really nice. And there's the Magician in the upright. Manifestation, empowerment, and preparedness. Okay? So this is all preparing you for your magic, making you that all-powerful. And there's the 10 of earth. Prosperity, security, tradition. So they did come back out. Okay? They did come back out in their own right. So it's all telling you that grander things are about to happen or come true when you are taking care of such things. Let's see here. Okay. So we have a rocking horse. Oh, wow. Perfect. Okay. So BT. Okay. You versus you. Absolutely. Okay, this is so profound. And it says here, I will hold you in my heart until I hold you in my, let me see, I'm blind, in heaven. Okay, beautiful feather. Okay, so personal message for somebody who needed validation today that somebody in the other realm is thinking about them. I'm hearing you may have had a conversation with them in the morning. I don't ask me when. I just hear in the morning. You've had a conversation in the morning about wanting a sign, and here it is. Okay, and this is, it could be yesterday morning. It could be, it's just morning, a.m. in the a.m. Okay, so all right. So we have the letters here. It could be bat, tab. Tarzan. I'm getting Tarzan, T-A-R-Z. That's funny. Okay, so rat. These could be anything, okay? Okay, so let's go here. You have the rocking horse, which reminds me of the older person in the rocking chair being stuck in their ways, not moving forward. But then you have the little feet indicating movement, and also the Mustang indicating movement and action. You need to move the energies around. You need to be willing to listen and understand in order to get clarification on things. It's you versus you a lot of the time in communication. Most of the time, as I was speaking about this morning, is that we hear something once and it becomes law in our mind, and it's sometimes a statement from somebody who shouldn't have that much power over our lives, but then it becomes like a rule or law that really hinders and stops us from moving forward. So instead of saying people say this, and meaning that one time a person said something to you to make you feel inadequate, you should release that old thought, because really now it's you versus you, and it has nothing to do with that comment. The lesson here is to release that communication style and develop one that's more in tune with who you are. The feather is, of course, the beautiful air sign energy that we have. It's time to take flight. It's time to think of different ways of doing things. It's time to air out the closet any other way you can see. Get the bats out of the belfry. That's forever. Yeah, I saw bat first, so it's like, it's to clear out the attic, okay? Clear that out. Get the rats out of the basement. Clear your house, your mind, so that you're able better to fulfill what you need to express yourself without hindrances, to really tap into your manifestation and your empowerment, which is the yellow, the solar plexus, that powerhouse that you have, and to break down all illusions of lack, of worry, and know that there's assistance, because there are many people with wonderful ideas and opinions that you can be tapping into. You just need to get out through that door and go looking for them, instead of just getting fed a bunch of stuff constantly. Okay, find new ways of self-expression, find new ways to be inspired in your life. Okay, bring abundance in and build your own new tradition. Be confident and passionate and adventurous in your life. I hope that these readings have really resonated with you this week. I'm really hoping. I feel they were extra good, like they were like wholeness. There's a lot of wholeness coming in. W-H-O-L-E-N-E-S-S. Not holes, because it's so funny, because you have both words that mean completely different things. They're almost exact opposite. One is making you feel full and complete, and the other one is making a big hole, but both really mean the same thing, because by creating this big hole, by getting rid of stuff, you get to fill it up with things that fill your cup. So they both have a place, okay? Wow, that was big. All right, Pisces, this is it. Tomorrow we're coming in, and I do believe we're doing, let me see tomorrow, what are we doing? We are doing the full moon in Aries, which is actually on tomorrow. So we're doing a reading tomorrow about the full moon tomorrow in Aries. So I hope to see you there. I'm sending you love, light, and blessings, and take good care of yourself.